A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you can see right there that these two teams have split the first two games of the series. So essentially, that makes this a 3-game series. And that means that winning this game is huge.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Houston Astros.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. What's going to be the key for him today, Steve?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Doug Fister will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's been one of the most dependable starting pitchers around. He's got a career ERA of less than 3. One of the best out there on the mound.
And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, George Springer has so many athletic talents. He's basically a 5-tool player. Defensively, he does so many things well, and it's allowed him to really impact this ball club.
Kevin Pillar heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Kevin Pillar.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
First pitch, 106.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Rasmus. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ballgame. His second home run of the series. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Oh, man, look at these guys down there. You're not going to see a more fired-up dugout than those guys right now. What a big swing of the bat. You're in the postseason, you're on the road, you're facing a hostile crowd, and he comes up with the swing of his life right there to take the early 1-0 lead. This is huge.
Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
This one's down to third. On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Well, he really bunched him up on that two-seam fastball right there. It's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Josh Donaldson will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. He's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
First offering on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
And it's quickly 0-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
At the plate, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Hit down the third base line. Valbuena's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Marco Estrada gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP-type player because of his offense. But his defense is just as superb. He makes great plays, very athletic, and some of the things he does on a baseball field, you just can't imagine. I can't wait to watch it.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. here's a fastball called for strike one. Ball one.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Hit hard to short. Tulowitzki on the grass. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number one.
Batting second, left fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Stepping in, Colby Rasmus. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
A little bouncer. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting third.
And so with two away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Carlos Correa gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
George Springer will get a shot here with two away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That two-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. Two away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. They still trail 1-0. Jose Bautista makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the 2nd.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
All right, now these guys come into game 3 with a pretty big task ahead. They squandered that home field advantage. So now they have to get at least one of these next 2 games on the road to try to get it back to their place for a possible game 5. Or, you know, of course, they could win games 3 and 4 right here, but I think that's going to be awfully difficult.
Lifted in the air to center. Marisnik is under it. 1 down.
Batting 6th, shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Hit on the ground to third. There is Valbuena on to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here. 2 away.
Batting 7th, the catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin into the box here in the top of the 2nd, looking to keep this inning going. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. High and deep to right center. Springer looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot for Russell Martin. His first homer so far in the series as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
I don't think this is the way he wanted this afternoon to start. That's 2 home runs he's given up now. 1 in each of the first 2 innings. He's got to be able to keep the ball in the park going forward, or else this game's going to get a lot worse than 2-0.
Here's Michael Saunders now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Smoke toward the hole. Oh, Altuve to first. It's there. He got him.
Wow, made it look easy.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Evan Gattis strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the 2nd inning.
Designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
First pitch on its way. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And you can see he is none too happy about that last call. I think he's saying it was low, and well, now I know he was saying it was low. But you know, you can't show up an umpire like that. He may have just cost his guys another inch or two on close calls.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Breaking ball called, third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Singleton.
John Singleton stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the 3rd inning on the show. Darwin Barney steps in here to start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Grounded to short. Correa gloves it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar will get a second shot at it now. Remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Rasmus waits on it. 2 down.
The batter, first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Chris Colabello stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Digging in to try it again, Josh Donaldson. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
One 1-0 count. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Toronto leads this one 2-0. Jason Castro will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit hard toward first, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. This guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Marisnick steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye, but in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Jose Altuve will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in.
Keeping him close.
And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Off is Marisnick. Lifted in the air out to right. Bautista has a read on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Right side, fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. The Jays are out in front, 2-0. Edwin Encarnacion is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the 4th. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. Yeah, we wouldn't have expected either of these guys to really light up the gun, and they haven't so far. 89 and 90 miles an hour for their top fastballs. Jose Bautista is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Bautista now with a drive down the left field line, but that'll find the seats down there a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. On the ground near home. Castro scoops it up onto first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
Troy Tulowitzki stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Tap fouled at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind. 0-2 now.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
Chopped at the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Carlos Correa is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
George Springer in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are two away now.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Evan Gattis gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the right. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Rocket to third, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Luis Valbuena will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit. Gattis will take the turn and keep on going. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Drilled on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We played 4 full. The Jays lead it 2-1. Russell Martin heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Chopped weakly to the left. Correa is right there, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws his man out at first. That play is well done.
Here's Michael Saunders now. Out in front of it, strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. 5th inning. 2-1 our score. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Looking to avoid his first walk. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, that was one heck of a battle there at the plate. You know, the more pitches you see in an at-bat, the more likely you're going to get something good. Delivers a sharp single there.
Darwin Barney stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Hit hard to short, reined in. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They lead it 2-1. Jason Castro comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Line towards center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, trying to come inside with the fastball, but this doesn't get in as far as he probably would have liked. And this ball gets shot right back up the middle.
Here's Jake Marisnick. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. The 1-0 delivery. Runners on the move for second. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Runner goes for second. Looped out toward third. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. On to first, a double play. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Astros 1. Kevin Pilar will get us going for the Jays here as they start their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
Chris Colabello comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
This is one of the first times this afternoon that they've been able to mount any sort of resistance out there. You know, runners are on the corners now with 1 away, so this is a good chance to really do some damage.
Josh Donaldson will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
And here's where the Jays need that 1 hit to really capitalize here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And that misses for ball 4. Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Marisnick going back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 2nd home run of the series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, this was just a no-win situation to begin with. This is the absolute wrong guy you want to face with the bases loaded. It's no fun facing him with the bases empty. He unloads on this one.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival on the mound will signal the end for Doug Fister. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek. Jose Bautista will be the first one to face him here as he'll somehow try to stop the bleeding after the grand slam knocked the previous guy out of the mix.
Yeah, that's not exactly the way you want to exit a game on the mound.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
Four runs here in this half inning. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Yeah, not only does Bautista hit for power, he's very disciplined up there at the plate. He's really a tough out.
He's not going to go out of his zone very often. In 2015, he walked more than he struck out, and that's something that you just don't often see from a big home run guy.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Troy Tulowitzki will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
Nobody out, runner on first. That's wide, 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Springer moving to his left. He's got it one away. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Russell Martin will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the first baseline, Singleton takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But one more look here at the big blow in the inning for the Jays. A grand slam home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Astros 1. Colby Rasmus will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Hit hard up the middle. Backhanded. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Now his cushion out there has gone from a 1-run lead to a 5-run lead. So he can afford to go right after these guys, and he did so right there to get that first out of the inning.
Carlos Correa will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Estrada just to the right of the mound. 2 gone.
Oh, did he ever hang one there? I mean, that thing is sitting on a tee. He got away with that one big time.
Here's George Springer. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Tulowitzki ranging up the middle. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Tony Sipp is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Tony Sipp.
Michael Saunders will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Dominic Brown is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, and I think that's the thing with throwing that changeup as slow as he does. You're going to make that hitter supply all the power himself. He gets good wood on this thing, but not enough to get it out of here.
Darwin Barney stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
1 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
And this is music to a manager's ears here. After he watched his club give up 4 runs in an inning ago, this guy's come in and gotten 2 quick outs to start the next inning.
Kevin Pillar will stand in again as they're back at the top of the order and will go back here as well. This is when he led off the ball game as he really gets him off to a fast start with a solo home run. Here comes the first pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Now batting, first baseman,
Chris Colabello will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, all you have to do here is go back to that 2-out walk. I mean, without that, this guy wouldn't have even gotten a shot here in the inning. So here's another instance where losing your focus on the mound can really come back to haunt you.
the batter number 20.
Josh Donaldson will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. That last home run measured out to 405 feet officially. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. To short, hit hard. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Astros 1. Dominic Brown will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 13, Dominic
Evan Gaddis steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
leading off for the Astros. Designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Inside and low. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. He's got himself a leadoff walk.
And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
0-1, here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
First baseman number 21.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Jason Castro digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Estrada has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Will Harris will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Edwin Encarnacion will stride in again as we flash you back to inning number 6, and this was certainly a big blow in this one. A grand slam as he left no doubt about that one. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. No outs, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Way outside. 1-2. Plenty of home runs to go around so far as you see the elevated totals there. Swinging a liner back through the box. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Troy Tulowitzki digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short, as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Russell Martin now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. And And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Sinking liner toward left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Here's the left-handed hitting Dominic Brown as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Springer to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as this lead got even wider.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Now batting, second baseman, Darwin Barney.
Stepping in now, Darwin Barney, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter into the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Set to deal on 2-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Toronto leads this one 11-1. Aaron Loup will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Aaron Loup.
Now to the plate, Jake Marisnick. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
That's
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Three and one. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first. Gonna be a tough play. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Jose Altuve will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
From the stretch. Here's Donaldson down at third. He's got it on to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Astros.
Certainly not the most competitive game the 3 of us have ever witnessed. 11-1 our score as we head to the finish line finally in this one. Colby Rasmus will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Ken Giles will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Giles.
Kevin Pillar strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Kevin.
To short. Correa is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Chris Colabello will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Giles is ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decided to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through.
Josh Donaldson stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopper foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. High pop-up. Singleton is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Carlos Correa will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Jason Grilli will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Jason Grilli.
Carlos Correa will lead things off here in the ninth in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home nine, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. But now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's in there, base hit. So that's just how you want to start it here in the bottom of the ninth.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Here's George Springer as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, that's always going to be a tough turn out there. This guy runs really well, so no chance to double him up, but they'll settle for getting that lead runner at second.
Evan Gattis stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners on first with one down. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Tulowitzki for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it. And that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top, 11-1. So long from Houston.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon.